Hi, good evening, everybody. So today in this session, we would like to identify the solution by understanding the literature review. So our task will be each and every one of us have to come out with a different solution based on the literature review. So there will be 5 speakers. So the speaker 1 will be Elamadi, speaker 2 will be Josh, speaker 3 is Gunaraj, and speaker 4 myself, and speaker 5 Dinesh. So let's start with Elamadi for the solution 1.
Well, hi everyone. Thank you for the moderator. Okay, online education have changed the components of teaching and learning in all level of education system. So I'm here to give the solution to instructor-related issues. Generally, instructors are responsible for preparing and planning materials for online courses. The materials cannot simply be copied from a face-to-face to an online setting. According to a journal of Kohler, Mishra, Hershey, and Persuki, which was published in 2004, they encouraged instructors to take content, pedagogy, and technology into account when designing online courses, which raise the interest of students. Instructors should handle different strategies to conduct online classes. There are 4 roles which can be played by the instructors. They are pedagogical, social, managerial, and technical, which consist of different contexts, which enables better teaching and learning experiences for both instructors and learners. So that's all from me. Thank you.
That was a good solution, Elamadi. So, Jyotishri, do you have an opinion on Elamadi's point?
Yes, I have. What I would say that Ilamadi's point can be listed as one of the impactful solutions here when it comes to our current issue. And I agree with that because as we are facing it right now, where our educators already implementing this solution via our synchronous and asynchronous teaching. So the assigned task that I love the most by one of my lecturers is uploading our weekly learning output using my own Twitter account and completing tasks like crossword puzzle after that particular class session. It really made me to study that topic in order to do that interesting task later on. This clearly highlights the important role of educator like mentioned by Ilamadi just now. So yeah, that's my opinion.
Thank you, Josh. Can you be the speaker too?
Yeah, thank you, Isaac. Okay, I will be the speaker too for today. So good day everyone again. So the solution that I'm going to propose is ensuring a good internet connection as one of the solution. So as we have discussed in our previous meeting using the journal title Online Learning Challenges During Pandemic COVID-19 in Malaysia, they have stated that the major level problems in Malaysia is the internet accessibility among students, especially who live in remote areas. That is why I plan to present this solution actually. And as we know, underprivileged students will face difficulties to have online discussion among lecturers and friends. And also, they might face difficulties when it comes to download online learning resources. This requires the network infrastructure to be upgraded, like building the net towers at rural areas. Then, what telecommunication or we can call it as telco service providers can do is they should boost their internet service, especially for the underserved regions. So I'm very sure about this web that you all know the importance of server as university students. Normally, hers when it comes to online course registration, or we call it as OR, and accessing quiz and test materials on Kalam, we might have faced the what I would say is the server problem, and should be a big yes if I say that it caused a stress within us during the application or submission period. So what I can suggest here is universities must increase their server bandwidth to avoid interrupted online teaching and learning activities on their LMS platform. like we using the e-community. This will be really effective for the student and also for the educators as well. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh. That was a great solution. As a student, I also will agree to the solution that you have given. So, Dinesh, do you have any opinion on Jyotishree's point?
Yes, I have opinion. From my opinion, I will say that the solution Jodishree mentioned is the best solutions for challenges faced by students during this online learning. This is because majority of students faces internet connection problems throughout this online learning due to COVID-19 pandemic. Students need enough and good internet connection to complete their assignments, quizzes, projects on time, as universities and colleges normally has due dates for submissions. So therefore, this will also help students not to miss out any lessons being taught on online classes. And at the end of each semester, students will pass all the subjects and get good results, 3.5 CGPA and above. That's all from me, Isaac. Thank you.
Thank you, Dinesh. So next is speaker 3, which is Gunaraj. So yeah.
Good day, friends. Okay, it's nice to gather again for this video 3. Okay, I'll go on with my solution. Okay. Well, I think we must utilizing friendly learning tools. It is very important to consider the convenience of learning tools that fit the learning environment, because students will benefit from the learning process when they are able to find and process information, also respond to their understanding, and thus reflect on their own learning using effective learning tools. These friendly user tools can be advantage for both academicians and students to produce, manage, and obtain resources, and also actively participate in learning activities. Academicians especially can have a variety of options to select learning options, tools to have suitable and smooth online teaching and learning sessions that cater for different functions. Some of the effective identified learning tools for learning are tools for resources producing, synchronous live teaching, asynchronous teaching, self-regulated learning, knowledge construction, and for resources and class management. Some examples of learning tools include firstly, tools for resource producing, such as recording software, screen capture software, where the software of video production, PowerPoint, and WPS in Windows, and Keynote in iOS systems. Secondly, tools for synchronized live teachings. All type of live streaming software, including software on interactive teaching, remote office, and online courses. Lastly, tools for asynchronous teaching. All kind of online teaching platforms, for example, Google Classroom, as well as those launched by universities and enterprises, well, such as Moodle and MOOC. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Gunaraj. Elamadi, can you share your opinion on Gunaraj's solution?
Sure can. Actually, I agree to Guna's point that online learning tools are very important for online learning, and it enables effective communication in both teaching and learning system. Students also will able to process an information based on their understanding. It will also will help to provide a support system to ensure the learning is sustained and evaluate both the learners and initiative itself. So that's my opinion regarding Guna's suggestion. Thank you.
Thank you, Elamadi. So I'll be the next speaker, speaker 4. So the solution which I would like to say is address equity issues, identify and support struggling students. So what I mean by address equity issues, the shift to remote learning has exacerbated issues relating to equity. Not all students have equal access to technology or to reliable high-speed internet connections or to a distraction-free study space. Be mindful of the challenges student faces, recognizing that students vary markedly in the comfort level with online and some are located in different time zones. Many worries not without reason that their classmates are cheating. Be flexible about how students participate in the class. For example, by including both asynchronous and synchronous learning opportunities. Allow students to access course resources in multiple ways, allowing them to download PowerPoint presentation or view videos at a time of their convenience or take quizzes on their cell phones. Provide chances for students to earn extra credit points. Shift assessment strategies to include more authentic and project-based assessments. So what I mean by identify and support struggling students is during the current crisis, our students are struggling in many ways. Some need academic support, others like technology assistance. Many, perhaps most, need non-academic support. Many mental health needs are going unaddressed. Still, others need help in balancing their responsibilities and priorities. What can you do? You can monitor their engagement. You can undertake regular check-ins and check-ups. You can reach out proactively or send alerts whenever there are signs that the student is falling behind. You can send out alerts. Empathy has rarely been as important. Encourage your students, provide them with scaffolding, rubrics, checklists, sample responses to test questions, background information, glossaries, offer some flexibility on deadlines and opportunities to redo the assignments and provide prompt feedback. So that's the solution which I would like to suggest. So Gunaraj, do you have any opinion on my point that I just delivered?
Yes, Isaac, I totally agree with your point, where these lecturers and teachers and also online providers should understand that students equity, where not all students are available to all kind of things, and they should give and take at situations where they understand and know that there is no equity in students. Thank you, that's all.
Thank you, Gunaraj, for the opinion you have shared. So let's move, last but not least, we move on to the speaker 5, Dinesh.
Yes, thank you, Isaac. So, from my point of view, one of the biggest issues that impacts online learners is poor time management. Lack of schedule can lead to poor time management in online learning. For example, there may be due dates built into the course, but the students will need to set his or her own schedule for completing coursework, which is very difficult for them. Students need to set up a proper timetable to avoid lack of schedule. Besides that, too many distractions can lead to poor time management because online learners use their computers and the internet to participate in online learning. They may be tempted with distractions. For example, a student working on a challenging assignment in the name of multitasking may find himself or herself surfing the web, checking social networking sites, listening music, or catching the latest viral videos online, which will distract them and lose focus. Students should focus on successfully and effectively completing a single task at a time to maximize productivity, and students can also set aside breaks in between periods of work in timetables, as I mentioned earlier. Other than that, another factor that may lead to poor time management is the lack of designated workspace. Where students go to a brick and mortar school or college building, they are entering a controlled learning environment that is designed to be conducive to learning. Online learners, however, often work on assignments at home or in public places like libraries and coffee shops. At home, students may be distracted by family members, chores, or television. In public settings, students may engage in people watching, become interested in someone else's conversation, or find it hard to concentrate because of background noises. So online learners should set up a workspace that will encourage focus and diminish distractions. In a nutshell, having a good time management skill can be a solution for problems faced by students learning through online classes due to COVID-19 pandemic. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Dinesh. So I would like to give my opinion on Dinesh's point. I totally agree with the solution that Dinesh suggested, which is a good time management skills. Help students prioritize tasks so they are able to complete schoolwork and assignments on time. Students are able to plan ahead, set aside the time they need for projects and assignments, and make better use of that time. The benefits of managing time are simple. Good time management allows you to accomplish bigger results in a shorter period of time, which leads to more time freedom, help you to focus better, allows you to be more productive, lowers your stress, and gives you more time to spend with the people that matter the most. So that's all my opinion on Dinesh's point. So I think everybody have come up the different solutions. So eh, so that's all for today's session. Thank you everybody for spending your time.
Thank you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.